arrested his son had, the alcohol abuse, like he had violence in him. Like it's crazy. It's like there's like a ton of evidence backing it up.
I
How old
did
was the son?
hear. I did hear
He's like
something similar to
16
that.
at the time, I think, or
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, he was a
They said he had
teenager.
they said he
I
had
heard
rage issues, a whole bunch of shit. Like it's actually kind of crazy. I mean, I don't know if I believe it, but it's kind of wild.
it's wild, but at the same time, it's even more wild for him to be like, all right, I know my son did it. I can't let him go to jail, but I'm also not going to go to jail. And then I'm also going to write a book saying, like, if I did do it,
Yeah, right.
this is
Or
how I
that-
would do it.
Did you ever see the he did like an interview, and then at the end of the interview, he goes up once he opens the door, he goes like he does like the knife thing, and she was like, "What the fuck?" It's like the most disturbing thing.
Oh, boy. Oh, Orenthal. You're so crazy.
Man, Top Gun is like, I mean, Top Gun, fucking Naked Gun, man.
Naked
I
Gun.
loved him back in those days.
Yeah. To think, there's a whole group of people that only know him as a punchline
Right.
to a very morbid joke.
I was actually debating Naked Gun as my next pick. But
It's still on the table. We can do it.
yep.
Is that
Figure it out.
is that the guy from Airplane? Is that who that is?
Yes.
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 What's his name?
Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, he's the best. He's like the driest fucking. It's so stupid, but that it's funny kind of humor.
I'll take your word for it.
You've never seen any of them?
I don't think I've ever seen any movie with that guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Airplane or Naked Gun.
He was in one of the scary movies, but I mean, I think that was at the tail end of his career.
Is he still alive?
No, he's dead.
Scary movie is definitely a tail end of anyone's career.
Right.
Is it?
It is getting rebooted.
It
I
is
was just gonna
getting
say,
remembered.
I just saw that too.
Unless you can go to bat for something Anna Faris did after
All right.
Scary Movie.
So he was in Scary Movie 3 and 4. He was also in Superhero Movie.
I never even heard of that.
That's the one with Drake Bell, right?
Yes.
I mean, what do you consider? Is Anna Faris like? What do you? I mean,
I think Anna
I
Faris
know
is
she was. I know
hysterical.
she was on the show Mom. I'll give you that. She's on the show Mom.
I don't even know what that is.
she's
was
in
in the
Just
she was in
Friends,
the movie.
which is
Yeah, I was
post
just
Scary
gonna.
Movie.
That's what I was just gonna say. Just
I mean, it's
Friends.
within the Scary Movie timeline, but
Yeah,
Oh,
like
the bunny.
She was
Is
hot.
the-
That's when she was
in the movie. The bunny.
the House
I
Bunny.
think it's called.
Yes.
House Bunny. Yeah.
Also in Waiting. I don't know how big their role is in that, but that's in the
It's-
Scary
she's-
Movie run.
She's a super supporting character in that.
She's in movie
Yeah, it's like this-
43, Mike. What are you talking about? Like,
That's my
Yeah,
pick.
these
Actually,
also like movies that
Rewind
came. I
back.
mean, granted, I think she was in like the first 4 or 5 Scary Movies.
okay. Also, Cloudy with a
She's like
Chance
the
of
main
Meatballs,
character, isn't she?
2013. Movie 43 is also 2013. These are post Scary Movie, Mike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How dare
Cloudy
you?
with a Chance of Meatballs 1 and 2. That's a paycheck.
He's in the Emoji Movie.
And 2010's Yogi Bear.
Oh.
I don't know, Mike. Sounds like Anna Faris is cashing checks. She's in Happy Feet 2. She's in Alvin and the Chipmunks 1, Chipwrecked, and The Squeakquel, Mike. So again, the career's over what?
She knows where the money is. Just do those voice acting.
Just show up for a quick paycheck. Good for her.
I don't know, Mike. It sounds like to me that
I'm-
you are speaking out of bounds here.
Sounds like you're
Okay.
pro Chris Pratt and anti Anna Faris.
Oh no. Let me be very clear. I am not happy with the way that situation shook out.
He has a podcast. We know how successful people with podcasts are.
Exactly. Look at us. Look at us, Mike.
Every celebrity
One
now has a podcast. It's bullshit. Like they weren't making enough money off of everything else.
I was just gonna look something else up, and now I don't know. What else were we talking about before Anna Faris?
O.J. Simpson.
No,
Leslie
No,
Nielsen.
not that. It was before Anna Faris and after that other stuff.
Naked Gun.
It was
Leslie
after
Nielsen?
that.
After Leslie Nielsen, but before Anna Faris?
Yeah, there was,
There was
not
something. There was
there was
something.
not a big
Oh
window.
no,
there.
I know what it was. Hold on, I know exactly what it was. Mike said that Scary Movie was people's like tail end, and I'm gonna debunk that again because I feel like Regina Hall also had stuff going
She's
on.
the first two, but she's actually made a huge resurgence recently.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel
Regina
like
Hall.
Regina Hall has stuff going on.
Carmen
She's in the
Electra.
new-
She's got a lot going on.
Well, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, Regina Hall. She was.
She's in the new P.T.
Boondocks.
Anderson movie.
Is this also you? Is this also you saying that the Wayans brothers' careers are over, Mike?
Yes.
Yeah. No, that
100%
I
agree
will.
with Mike on
That
that.
I will. Okay, what do you pull? Oh, he was in Little Man. I mean, come on. He's
I think
making
they're doing
money.
stuff behind the scenes now, though.
It's for the best.
Fun fact: did you know that Marlon Wayans was?
But does that
supposed to
mean
be
their
Robin in
careers
Tim-
over?
I did know that.
Kinda. Yeah, Marlon Wayans is supposed to be Robin in Tim Burton's Batman Returns.
I do remember something about that.
And they paid him, but they removed him from the movie because they thought they had too many characters going on, and they still paid him. He gets residual checks, everything. But
I think there's a
kinda-
comic series where they kind of follow through with that, where they make a character that looks.
there is a
like
comic
has
based
Robin.
off it. Yeah.
And it has what's his face's Two-Face.
Yeah.
Marlon Wayans was in 2009's G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra.
I saw that.
Okay.
Not a good film.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay. 2013 Scary Movie 5.
Okay, so we're still talking about
Did
Scary
they
Movie
write
again?
Scary Movie?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then that's a whole different thing. Like they're getting doubled paychecks. Apparently, Marlon Wayans has a stand-up special. That's
I did. It's not
2023.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
I
still
forget who he's
doing something.
Yeah. No one watched it. Who was he making fun of in the stand-up special too? It
I
was
have
like
no
he was
idea.
attacking.
He was in
it was
Air.
like
Oh, that's true. He wasn't there.
no.
I
You're
don't
thinking
know.
of Chris Tucker.
I mean, I don't know about Shawn Wayans. I don't know what Shawn Wayans is up
I'm
to.
looking at the thing that says that he was in it.
Or Keenan Ivory Wayans. I don't know what they got going on. I'm clicking quick.
Oh,
to
he
look.
did Marlon did the Daily Show for that short period of time when
And
they were
Keenan Ivory Wayans was
switching
in
up.
"I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker." Don't forget about that.
Which was several years before we were talking
1996.
about.
I fucking love that movie though. You know what? That's my pick. "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker." Oh, no, I'm picking Meteor Man. I'm gonna make all of you guys watch my childhood favorite movie.
I'm gonna pick
It-
Blank Man.
Blank Man's great too.
Kurt Fuller. I feel like this guy's in a lot of shit.
Have you guys? I'm assuming you, Mike, and Dom have seen this, but Brendan, have you seen Truman Show? Because I was gonna pick that, but then I was like, everyone's
Which was
probably
a
already
great
seen it.
movie. I haven't watched it in a
it's
while.
just-
Yes, I've seen that movie. Mike, James Vanderbeek.
Another
Yes.
clown.
Yes. Career dead.
Dead. Career's gone. Guy's
Hold on.
famous
Hold
for
on. Hold
talking
on.
about his kids on Instagram at this point.
I don't know. He's in a movie called What Would Diplo Do? I mean, that sounds like it's got
It sounds
views.
You
like
know what?
okay.
You might be right.
Want to look
He's
and
coming
want to
back.
research that one too?
I don't. I really don't.
They're doing Varsity Blues Part
He was
2,
in
I
the
think.
Jay and Silent Bob reboot from 2019.
I think he's barely in
He
it,
was.
but that was a great movie. It's a fucking really good movie.
He was in
It had
Ugly
no
Betty,
right-
Mike.
I was trying to remember who James Vanderbeek was in Scary Movie, and I just looked it up, and he was Dawson.
Oh, okay. that
Wait,
makes sense.
really?
Yeah.
He just played Dawson?
I think so.
That's kind of ridiculous. Oh, I wonder if it's because the writer of Dawson's Creek was the writer of I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Scream. I know you
Oh,
did last
Scream.
summer,
Yeah,
all
okay.
those.
That's absolutely why then. Because
You wrote both.
yeah, that's 100% why they did that.
And he's
probably.
also, I'm kind of pissed about this. He's now writing the new Scream with Nev and everything, but I'm still pissed about what happened.
Who? James Vanderbeek?
But- No, the guy who wrote Kevin Williamson is writing the new Scream. He's back writing the
okay.
after everything that happened with Melissa
yeah.
Barrera and everything. I'm so fucking pissed because I wanted them to finish that.
Yeah.
Somebody said they should make the Scary Movie reboot and just cast Melissa Guerrero,
That'd be great.
Jenna Ortega.
That's
finish
actually
the
a great
Scream
idea.
with Scary
right?
movies.
Yeah, right.
That's not a bad idea. Anyways,
it.
welcome everyone to the Pass Control Podcast, a show where a couple of best friends talk about the latest in video games and nerd culture. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes we talk about, I don't know, Scary Movie, the Wayans brothers, too much. Either way, we have a new episode for you each and every week. As always, I'm your host, Brenden Groom, and joining me on this lovely Saturday evening is the anime senpai himself, Mr. Michael Desir. Fuck, I one of these days I'll remember to call you Martini Mike. I'm sorry, Mike. I apologize.
Yeah, whatever.
I can see the anger in his eyes.
Yeah, you can see it. Brendan, do you have like a vested interest in Scary Movie? I didn't realize you were so like up to bat for all the actors and bit actors that were in those films. Be like,
Listen.
hey, Their careers aren't over, man.
Listen. I hear you make a broad claim that it's a career killer series. I just, I was curious. I wanted to dive in and just take a quick, peek behind the curtain and see if Mike was, talking that talk or fucking
Charlie
spitting
Sheen was
fire.
in one of the last ones, and then Tiger Blood and all that shit happened, so that definitely killed his career.
Bro, I went to the Charlie Sheen tour. That was the worst money
You went?
ever spent in my entire life.
I don't care. I would just like to say I went.
You don't. You really
You
don't.
went?
Todd, this was the biggest waste of money.
When was this? I knew you then.
Yeah, obviously you knew me then. We probably talked about it.
How have I talked?
It was such a waste of money.
Terrible,
it was at the Aganis Arena. It was so bad. I'm pretty sure he was extremely late, and the show or whatever the fuck it was, the set was extremely quick. I can barely remember it. I'm pretty sure he sat in like a chair and smoked cigarettes maybe, and then just fucking rambled like he was, I don't even know, and said winning 17 million times.
Okay, so I retract my previous statement. If you can do scary movie and then get paid to just sit on a stage and ramble and smoke for upwards of 35 minutes, then obviously yes, you are quote unquote winning.
The 2.5 Men money he doesn't even need that money from just from 2.5 Men. That guy is like a billionaire.
Does he get paid residuals off of fucking that? Yeah.
Oh, dude, he got paid like ridiculous. Like the last couple seasons, that guy was making so much money, and they did like 24 episodes per, and he got like $2 million per episode, something ridiculous. Like,
what was the Tiger Blood?
Then he had his own show after that, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Anger management.
That was
what was the Tiger Blood thing? Was that like he was saying he was drinking Tiger Blood to like
he was just fucking crazy. He was cracked.
I think he was injecting himself with Tiger Blood
because it was supposed to like fix him from like a disease or something.
He had AIDS.
He had AIDS.
Yeah.
And the cocaine wasn't helping him.
I don't know. I don't. Was we didn't know about the AIDS at the time though, right? We found that out afterwards.
No, that was like after. Yeah. And I saw an interview with him recently, and he's like dead sober, and he actually sounded pretty good. I was like, oh, good for him. I would have never expected him to turn it around.
What's Emilio up to?
He was in the Mighty Ducks.
He was in the Mighty Ducks TV show.
And it was good, and then I stopped watching it after that. Yeah, I was like, God damn it, I can't watch that show anymore.
What's the dad's name? Also Charlie? No.
Martin.
No.
Martin.
He's the bad guy. He's actually I almost spoiled something for people.
Okay. Anyways, also
I'm surprised you don't know actually.
Who, me?
Yeah, from what I was about to spoil, but
I know things about him, but like, I'm surprised that you were gonna just say that if that's what I think it was.
Yeah,
it was a video game.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I probably assume you know that because it's. I know what it is, but
I just didn't know.
I mean, I'm also pretty sure that people love that character and like his voice acting for it. Anyways, also joining us tonight is the Fortnite father himself, Mr. Todd. I was, for some reason, I was like, I'm going
to stay silent. I'm going to wait for him to finish this.
Because for some reason, I wanted to like just say a random name as your middle name. And I was going to say Andrew. And then I paused and I was like, wait, that's not his middle name, right? Because I don't want to just like throw your whole fucking birth certificate out there. But then I was like, wait, no, I do know what Todd's middle name is. And then I almost said it. And then I just like completely shut down.
I guess Will I Am.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, TWG, baby. That's why I knew what it was. I was like, I know what it is.
Emilio, the mighty duck man himself.
Special guest tonight, Emilio. Dom, remember that time we went to a fucking Red Sox game? They were playing against the Tigers, and their right fielder's name was Emilio, and everyone Wait, really?
No. I'll stop you right there. I do not remember that.
I'll remind you then. I forget who we got tickets from, but me and you went, and we were right near Pesky's pole, so we were super close to the field. And everybody in that section, every time the fucking Red Sox were at bat, they would just scream at it, us included, would scream at this outfielder going, Emilio! He got so mad. He was like coming to the fucking like wall and yelling at us, like yelling at everybody. That's what every time I hear the word Emilio, that's what I always think of.
I think it might be Ducks.
Daryl.
That's a close
Daryl.
second, but yelling at the Detroit's outfielder. Anyways, rounding us out tonight is the Disney daddy himself, Dominic 40.
Are superhero movie and Meet the Spartans and movie 43, are those all like actually connected to Scary Movie, or are they just like
They got to be
I
from
the
the
same
people,
concept?
They're the Cornetto
I-
trilogy, right?
They
Yeah.
might have the same writers. Can we talk about how maybe the last good parody film was not another teen movie?
I wouldn't even consider that great.
Shut the fuck up, Todd.
I mean,
I don't know. I would have to
really,
think. I would have to think more on that.
Is
Yeah,
this
I don't know.
is this is the end considered a parody movie of a different ilk? Like
I wouldn't.
I mean, it's
call
a
it-
parody of all of those real life people. They're all parodying
Yeah, share those
themselves.
people, but I wouldn't consider it the same thing as like
Okay,
parodying a genre.
Isn't
that's fair.
Scream at its core a parody?
Yeah, in some ways.
Yes, in some ways, but Scream
Okay,
came
what
out before.
Was Mars
at
Attacks
least the
considered
first
a
couple.
parody? 'Cause
Well, there's been Screams recently.
There's been Screams recently. I don't know if those are. I don't know what the qualities of those
Yeah.
ones are, and I feel like at this point, because Scream is like an ongoing series, in my mind, as a person who's only watched the first one, and even when I watched the first one, I didn't understand what it was.
How about? Sorry, I just got an idea in my head.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Now I lost my train of thought. But basically, like, I don't even consider them a parody anymore. I understand the comparison.
The
but in my
original
head-
idea being, and then okay.
Yeah.
How about Shrek?
I mean,
Okay.
at least the first one is.
Yeah. I mean, I can also buy that as a good parody.
I mean, Shaun of the Dead's considered a parody because it's like, I
So-
would assume that's considered a parody.
IMDb has a list here from 2012. Oh no, updated April 2020. Top 50 parody movies of all time. We'll start at the bottom.
Is this
That's
by box office or by like rating?
Tropic Thunder.
I
Naked
have,
Gun.
I have no idea. I'm just gonna go from the bottom up.
That's a good one.
You got the
Spaceballs.
you got the great
Spaceballs.
well, Mike was looking for the last one. So
Yeah.
like the most recent one.
Probably Tropic Thunder. Is that the most recent?
This list isn't gonna help. You got The Great Dictator. No idea what that is. You got
That's
the Silence of the Hams.
And now I need to know what that is.
It's from 1994. Then you got 1996's Spy Hard featuring Leslie Nielsen. You got 2003's A Mighty Wind. It's a mockumentary captures the reunion of 1960s folk trio
Oh,
the Folksmen.
yeah. I think that had Fred Armisen in it. didn't
Oh,
it?
how about,
no? It had Fred Willard.
It has
How about-
Christopher Guest, Eugene Levy, Michael McKean, Harry Shearer.
How about
the
Walk
top
Hard?
cast.
Walk Hard.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
consider a good parody. Yeah.
How about
It's probably on
Talladega
that list.
Nights?
I feel like it's a parody, but I don't know what film it's parodying or
I
what.
don't know if it's parodying a film necessarily, but it's parodying NASCAR.
Yeah,
I'm
I
skipping
got
through.
Fred
There's a lot
Willard
of-
and
there's a
Eugene
lo-
Levy confused.
Yeah.
There's a lot of old movies here. Mystery Men, 1999. Ben Stiller, Janine Garofalo.
Super underrated movie.
I
too.
like Mystery Men.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do. A lot of people. That's like a movie that like wasn't received well, and people like came around to it. Paul Rubens was in it too.
Paul Rubens,
Mitchell.
Kel Mitchell.
2008 superhero movie, but I think Mike said that. 2003's Johnny English, starring
Wait,
Mr. Bean.
superhero movie is in the top 50?
It is in number 33. I'm skipping a lot of old stuff.
Yikes.
Johnny
Yeah, I know,
English.
it's tough.
I saw Johnny English.
I called Rowan Atkinson Mr. Bean. There you go.
Yeah, I saw that in the theaters. I love Mr. Bean. That dude is
2004's Kung Fu Hustle.
Okay.
That's another movie that's supposed to be incredible.
2014's A Million Days to Die in the West, starring Seth MacFarlane, Charlize Theron, Liam Neeson, Amanda Seyfried.
While we're on this topic, do you know they're rebooting the Naked Gun and Leslie Nielsen is going to be playing the main lead? And after watching him in Ted, I think he can do a good job with that. When he's doing like the. Do you remember him in Liam Neeson? Yeah. Do you remember in Ted? Remember in Ted when he's like.
Wait a second. We've already discussed that Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, I got very confused. I thought he said he died too. I don't think we
Um,
said Hot Fuzz. Did we say Hot Fuzz?
Yeah, we said Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
Shaun of the
No, we
Dead,
said
Hot
Shaun of the
Fuzz.
Dead, but
We said Hot Fuzz
is-
too.
Oh, we did. Okay, then I wasn't listening.
Surprise.
So Not Another Teen Movie is number 19. That's 2001.
Okay.
I feel like we've already named a bunch of movies post.
I want to try to.
2001.
Can we nail down the top 5?
Okay, let me scroll up. So Shaun of the Dead is 2004, so that would be after Mike's benchmark. Number 11 is The Comebacks.
Is that based
It's
on?
directed
Kim
by Tom
Kardashian?
Brady. Apparently, it stars David Ketchner.
Yeah.
Ketchner.
David Koechner. Yeah.
Koechner. Is it Koechner?
I'm
Robert
not sure.
I know who you're
Richard,
talking
Carl
about.
Weathers, Melora Hardin. Number 10 is Blazing Saddles. Number 9 is Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. Number 8 is
I'd even put that higher.
Robin Hood Men in Tights is number 8. Number 7 is Hot Shots.
Oh fuck! Hot Shots was
Another
Billions.
Charlie Sheen. Another Charlie Sheen.
Man, I used to be obsessed with Hot Shots.
Number 6 is 2008's Tropic Thunder. That brings us to the old top 5.
Top
If Spaceballs is in the top 5, then
I feel
Spaceballs
like
is in
a
the
lot of
top 5. Young Frankenstein's in the top
Frankenstein's probably in
5.
top
All right,
5.
all right,
Yeah.
hold on. Number 5 is 1974's Young Frankenstein.
Oh.
Number 4 is 1987's Spaceballs. So you get top 3 left.
That's fucking tough. Hot Fuzz is in the top 3, right?
No.
We already said Hot Fuzz.
Did I just History of the World Part 2?
No, that was down in like the 30s or the 40s.
Give me the
I mean, I
next
can give you a
one.
hint, but
Yeah, give me a hint.
1, 2, 3. Just give us yeah, I guess you can just give us a
2 of the top 3 have already been mentioned tonight.
Oh, Naked Gun.
It's gonna be like
Oh yeah, Naked Gun.
I'm assuming this is a
What?
sequel. It is The Naked Gun
33 and
Naked
the third.
Gun 1.5.
from the Flies of Police Squad. From the Files of Police Squad.
That's his
That-
first one, I think.
That is number
Is-
3.
Is Police Academy there?
Not in the top 2. I don't know if it was lower. I skimmed through.
I don't think Police Academy is really a parody so much as it is just a straight comedy.
Yeah, I did. Well,
No,
yeah.
no. Is one of the scary movies up there?
Not in the top 2.
Okay. Would you call him? No. Oh, you said but you mentioned them already.
Is Scream up there?
Not in
No.
the top 2. Let's see. Number 2.
Oh, was it Mars Attacks?
No. Number 2, released in 1997. It's an hour and a half long. Has a tomato meter of 77 and an audience score of 70. I'm sorry, a tomato of 73 and an audience of 77.
Okay.
1997.
Oh, Basketball.
Incorrect.
Oh, Austin Powers,
Which
Oh,
one?
yeah.
Which one?
the first one.
By Shagney.
Man of
International
Mystery.
International Man of Mystery. And that leaves you with numero uno.
How do we forget about Austin Powers?
I know.
During his
I
whole life?
never
does.
did.
Brendan's first tattoo is going to be an Austin Powers tattoo. I'm not hearing a no.
Is National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon on there? Because I used to be obsessed
know.
with that
It's
movie.
not
That was
number 1.
Emilio Estevez and
Part-
fucking
Part 2 isn't
Samuel
the
Jackson.
first one, right?
No.
Okay.
The first one has a 97% tomato meter and 89% audience score.
Wow.
1980.
I feel like it's going to be
Critic
What's it called?
consensus. Though unabashedly juvenile and silly, this movie is nevertheless an uproarious spoof comedy full of quotable lines and slapstick gags that endure to this day.
Is it Airplane? Did we already say
It is
Airplane?
indeed
it's
Airplane.
gonna, I was going to say it's going to be
I want to say that when we got to the top 3, I said 2 of these movies we've already said tonight.
Yeah, I know. I was like, all right, what did we already say?
Anyways, we had a great show for you tonight. A couple of quick housekeeping things before we, I guess, continue to roll into it, because we've definitely already rolled right into tonight's episode.
I
We're
was gonna say.
halfway in. But, yeah, housekeeping stuff. I was a guest last week on the Axe of the Blood God podcast. So if you want to hear me chat with those lovely people about the intersection of fighting games and RPGs, you should definitely go check out Axe of the Blood God wherever you listen to us, or wherever you want to listen to them. Whatever is the thing that makes you happy. It was a great conversation. It was a good time. So definitely go show that some love. I don't remember if I brought it up last week, but if you missed the cocktail panel from PAX, obviously we talked about before that the audio is on the podcast feed, the video is on our YouTube channel, but now all of the individual recipes and videos are up on our YouTube channel and on our website. So if you want any of those, you can have those over there at passthecontroller.io or wherever you interact with us on the old internet. And I will say here, instead of at the end of the show, as a friendly reminder, if you're an audio listener, we do record the episode live every week at twitch.tv/passcontroller. So if you want to catch us live some week, try to tune on in over there at passcontroller on twitch.tv. If you can't catch the live show, but you still want to watch the show, we do archive everything on our YouTube channel. So you can definitely go check out the video after the fact over there on our YouTube channel. And if you are someone from the old internet streets that watches us live or watches us on YouTube, as a reminder, we do put the show's audio on podcast feeds as well. So plenty of ways to interact with us over there. Leave us a 5-star review. It's super beneficial. We appreciate you and all that lovely stuff. Before we roll into tonight's, I don't know, I guess main topic, which I think 2 of the 3 of us, or 3 of the 4 of us, could probably talk a little bit about. I don't know if Dom has engaged with it yet or not, or plans to, but Mike and I were invited to check out the first two episodes of the Fallout television show before it premiered on Amazon Prime or Prime Video, whatever the fuck it's called. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. But before we do, and before we get into the other stuff, Mike, have you watched more? Have you felt compelled to watch more?
So this is a whole broader topic, but I have been compelled to watch more.
Okay.
I haven't done it yet.
Okay. Well, we'll get into it then when we get into it. But before we do that, has anyone been playing or watching anything they want to talk about before we get into the Fallout show?
I beat Princess Peach Showtime. I don't know if I said that on the podcast last time.
I don't remember. Because last week was movie, so I don't know if we talked about games at all.
Yeah, I don't know if I beat
you still might have mentioned
the
it,
week
but
before.
Yeah. What are your kind of
overall? It was a good game. It's not super challenging. It's not super long. But it's worth checking out. If you're a fan of like the Mario franchise, it's a fun game.
Yeah,
definitely like a family game.
Yeah, I started it. I liked what I've played so far. Probably like 2 hours. I mean, it is what it is. What'd you say, Todd?
I said Liam beat it in a day. So.
Oh, really? Did he like it?
Yeah.
Did you play it at all or no?
I helped him. I did some stuff, and I want to play. I will play it, but like I haven't been dying to play it.
Yeah, I'm excited to play more of it and finish that game. This week I was a little preoccupied with a lot of stuff, so I didn't play a lot of games towards the end of my week, which cut into a lot of different things. But all right, Todd. Anything else, Tom?
I am also on chapter 4 of Rebirth.
Ho! Spoiler free. How are you feeling right now?
I don't really have any spoilers right now.
Okay. Yeah, it's still chapter. You said chapter 3.
I'm on chapter 4.
I'm trying to think. Chapter 4. I'm trying to think. Or you can just say where it is. You haven't gotten to. You're not in Junon.
I just watched the cutscene, like go into it.
Okay.
So
Whoa.
I'm there. I bought WWE 2K24. I'm playing through the WrestleMania showcase. That's actually a lot of fun. If you're a WWE fan, like this game actually is a lot of fun. I haven't played it in probably 10 years. I probably haven't bought a WWE game, but this one definitely has, like, it feels smooth and it's worth picking up if you're a fan. The WrestleMania showcase is like one of the cooler things. I don't know that there's a way that other like sports games could do something like this, but like it would be cool. I mean, I guess NBA did it for a couple of the iterations, but
Are you enjoying Final Fantasy Rebirth? Just to pull it back for a second.
am I enjoying it?
Yes.
It's it hasn't like hooked me yet. I mean, I'm going to finish it
Yeah.
regardless, but like I definitely feel like I enjoyed the first like Final Fantasy VII remake more to the point that I'm at. I mean, I like Queen's Blood.
That's like the best part about the game. 'Cause, like, the
Um,
more I think about it, I think 16's a better game.
I mean, I thought 16 was better than remake, but
yeah, same.
I don't know that I like the new leveling system.
I don't either. Yeah, that's one of the things I don't like.
But I haven't really played around with it a ton, so
Yeah. What happened? Bro?
I don't know. Sorry, I was trying to mod the chat real quick because someone came in and said the N word,
oh good.
and then
Fine.
someone else
What
came in
is
and
that?
said, "We hate all of us except for Mike." It was very. I don't know what the fuck just happened in the chat. I'm very confused.
Interesting.
But now I feel
They hate us so much they have to come in and comment.
yeah, it's very bizarre.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was not paying attention to anything any of you just said, so I apologize.
It was funny. It was funny to me because Dom had said something about. I think you had said like I like 16 more than remake, and Brennan's like, what the fuck?
Yes, it did sound like it was.
I didn't
like,
know if it was his reaction was to that. Yeah, no, serious.
But yeah, I think that's where I'm at right now. I'm playing through Rebirth and like playing WWE on the side.
Nice. What about you, Todd? Anything?
I'm just fucking finishing games this year. I'm at like 8 games finished so far. I'm already at where I was last year. No, I've been trying to fill the backlog kind of because I feel like there's nothing that really interests me that's new right now. Minus, I just beat Botany Garden. It's on Game Pass. Super like laid back puzzle game. Takes place in the 1890s. You're like an ex like botanist that like goes to this mansion and you start like you just have to like grow like these special kind of flowers. The music's awesome. It looks really good. I don't know. It hooked me in. I beat it in a day. I played it Friday, and I probably played it for like a long time and just beat the game. Um, I was going to try and 100% Sifu, and I've just given up on that because the challenge mode is some of the hardest shit I've ever done in my life, and it's insanity. It's just I was like, I'm never going to do this. This is a game that like I could try my whole life and I will never do this. Good for anyone who can do it, but yeah, I'm just going back and playing old games, and I'm also playing another Game Pass game, the final Tomb Raider and the most recent trilogy, because that just came on Game Pass, and for some reason that I just never played it. Probably because the two did nothing for me. I liked the first one quite a bit. And this game's kind of not really doing much for me. I don't know how they fumbled the bag on that so much because the first one was really good.
Mm.
Second one was a clone of the first one. And this one, the gunplay in this one feels off. I don't know. It's just weird. I'll probably finish it, but, you know, play those Game Pass games.
Yeah, you and your Game Pass games. Todd just sees achievements and he goes for them.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Mike? Anything? Playing, watching?
Not really. Do you guys have the Xbox app on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you guys ever do like the rewards things?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay. So
You've been playing
started
a lot of Diamonds.
Bejeweled or whatever.
Yeah.
I've been playing Bejeweled because that's an easy couple of points. But you also get rewards for playing like Game Pass games and getting achievements and all that stuff. So I started playing Vampire Survivor on Xbox just to get those quick achievements.
Hell yeah!
So good. Yeah.
I mean, that's just a fucking amazing game.
It's so good.
You're.
I could like start that game from the beginning and not be bored. You know, it's
You could say you're just playing it for the achievements and rewards, Mike, but come on, that game is just good.
Well, it was just annoying to play it over because I was playing on my phone before. I hadn't played it on Xbox until just now. and it's very annoying to because I know on my phone I'm like, oh yeah, I can easily just beat each level. Like I can go in, 30 minutes go by, bang. Starting from scratch again, I'm like, I know what things evolve, what items, and you're not giving me those fucking things. So I'm running around trying to survive for 30 minutes, and it's not as easy.
Yeah. I fucking love that game. I think I almost have everything, or maybe I do have everything unlocked in like the base game. I didn't finish like all of the unlocks for the subsequent DLC stuff, but I fucking love that game.
I haven't tried co-op yet either. I don't know how that works.
Is co-op only on the Switch version though? I think it might be.
I
Maybe
saw
not.
it when I booted it up on my.
Maybe it's on
computer.
everything. Okay, or maybe what it was when it launched on Switch. That's when the co-op like addition to the game came out. Maybe that's what it was.
Can you not play it on PC, Mike? Isn't playing a PC
I am
game
playing on-
worth more?
That's what I'm doing. I'm playing
Okay.
it on PC, and then like it doesn't matter what I play on console. So like, hey,
Yeah.
I booted up fucking Overwatch. It counts.
How much money did you make so far?
It's tough to tell because I've already used 10,000 to get enough currency to get the battle pass for Overwatch last season.
I guess that shit in
And
all
I
the time.
still, right now, I still have maybe 17,000 points.
Yeah, I cast that stuff in all the time, and I don't actively search out for that stuff, but I feel like I'm getting points for shit left and right just from playing Game Pass games. So it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of the things. And if like you've got Game Pass Ultimate, you get, I don't know, maybe you have more opportunities for points. I'm not too clear on that.
For me, I've been playing some more Unicorn Overlord, and I was hoping to be much further this week so that I could maybe get to the end before the podcast. But again, some stuff popped up this week which kind of kept me from playing games. But in that, I also played through a very short game that I didn't really know about, I don't think, until I saw someone, a friend of the show, DJ Stormageddon Matt, had talked about playing a game called The Beginner's Guide. Mike, did you stay and watch the whole thing? I know you were in there. I don't know if you
did.
actually watched though.
Yeah.
I want to keep it pretty spoiler light because I think it probably is a game that benefits from you not knowing much or anything about before you play it. It's super quick. It's like an hour and a half. I think it's only on Steam. It's like $10. It's from the creator of
Stanley Parable.
Stanley Parable. Davey Redden. Everything Unlimited Limited. So I think if you've played the Stanley Parable, you probably kind of know a little bit of what to maybe expect. If you haven't played the Stanley Parable, I don't really know what else to compare it to. I think if you want something that, I don't know, is it right to call it experimental, Mike? Or is that the wrong?
I mean, I think that's, for lack of a better term, I think that's a fair one.
I don't know how else spoiler free to like ascribe an adjective to it. It is. I feel like you could probably watch the trailer that's on the Steam page. I feel like this trailer for the Steam page gives you a light overview of the game without giving you too much detail. I still think it would probably benefit the most from you not doing that. I think it's a very interesting experience. If you like stuff that makes you think and you like game development, I just think it's kind of you should probably check it out. Like it's probably I don't know if I want to go as far as say it's like a must play, but it might be a must play. I really enjoyed it. I've still been thinking about it ever since that evening. It's super quick play. Like I said, it's an hour and a half. Mike watched me play it. A few other people were hanging out watching me play as well. But I think you can still probably get a very similar experience by watching it and not playing it. Mike, what are your kind of takeaways from that experience?
I think that is not entirely true because while I watched you play it, I didn't care for the game that much. The beginning was very boring. from like just observing standpoint, and then by the middle where things like the actual, if you want to call it plot, starts to kick in, it like I was already so bored that I wasn't even paying attention to the like if there was text on screen, I wasn't reading it.
Oh wow.
So then by the time like the actual end comes around, I think the story is good, execution, at least for a person who was not playing it, just watching it, it was not great. So by the end, I was like, okay, interesting, but I don't like how it was done.
Interesting. I wonder how your opinion would have changed if you had played it instead then, because I mean the game is not a lot of game. Like it's really kind of just like it's a narrative, here we go.
Yeah. But even like the narrative, and I can't get into spoilers obviously, but even the narrative like just felt not flimsy to me, but once I started questioning it, even like early on in the game, I'm like, this doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, I have some theories, and I'm sure that because this game is older, I think it's like at least like probably 10 years, if not longer. Old, I think it's that old. I have some theories. I'm sure that there are a lot of fan theories out there on the internet that dissect things in a very tactful way. But without having read any of those threads or anything like that, I have some interesting ideas for what I think might be going on in that game. But at the bare minimum, I thought it was a really interesting kind of self-reflection through someone else's experience that maybe is unreliable.
Yeah.
But it's real interesting. In that same breath, because I would say similar but not really similar, Before Your Eyes Dom is on sale for $250 on Steam right now. You should probably... Actually, does the Steam Deck have a camera? Maybe not. Maybe not. Never mind if it doesn't have a camera on it.
Wait, you bought a Steam
Deck?
Deck?
A camera, but I don't have a Steam Deck.
Oh, or whatever you have, the Rogue Ally.
Right.
Doesn't have a camera? Yeah, so then never mind. You can still buy it, but...
Play it on. You can play it on Netflix, and
Yes.
I think
you can play it on Netflix. Yeah, and it probably. I haven't tried out the phone version, but I'm sure it works perfectly fine for what that.
I tried it, but
is.
I don't think you can. How long did that game take to beat?
Like 90 minutes, same thing, like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I don't think there's any. I feel like I was playing it and I was enjoying myself, and then like something came up, and then all of a sudden I lost everything. I was like, no.
I feel like there are probably checkpoints or chapters. I don't know how the mobile version works, but I feel like there probably are checkpoints and chapters and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. It was interesting. I'll be thinking about it for a while. At some point, I'll probably read to see if there's some more truth to be had within what's going on in that game. But it is really just an unfortunate thing to talk about because you can't. You will just spoil what it is if you talk about it. But yeah, I think that'll bring us to the Fallout show. So like I said earlier in the show, Mike and I got invited to check out the first 2 episodes premiere before the show came out, which I don't think I've ever seen a TV show or like a meant for TV show in a movie theater, but also in an IMAX theater. It was I enjoyed myself. It was a good time.
Yeah. It was
Did we not all go see not Eternals?
Inhumans.
Inhumans?
I don't know.
I don't
actually.
think I know it was in theaters, but I know I have not seen a single episode of that show.
Oh, I thought we went to IMAX. I'm pretty sure I did.
It doesn't sound familiar. I don't know.
I don't believe I did because like I think that was playing at the Reading one, right?
Yeah, that was an FX show, right? It was a pre-MCU.
It was on ABC.
It was on something.
It was on ABC and Hulu, which is still just ABC, really.
Okay, I don't know, but it was a good time. I think we don't really need to spoil much. I mean, the whole show is out now. I think it's 8 episodes long. If you want to blast through that, it's available for you to do that at this point. But as someone who has played a few different Fallout games and never finished a Fallout game, I feel like I've always been interested by Fallout, but for one reason or another, I never finished the game or the games never hold my attention. While this show, kind of from the bat for me, is like Yeah, I'm in. I think it does a really great job of establishing kind of the rules of that world and introduces the main characters pretty quickly in a way that I think makes sense and flows pretty tight. And I think the main cast, I think all the acting is actually pretty good, but I think the main cast of like Ella Purnell,
Yeah, sounds right.
Walton Goggins, and I don't know Max's name actually. I don't know if I know that actor from anything before. IMDb Fallout. I've been nervous to look at the Fallout IMDb because I don't want like
To spoil
if
it,
there are other like cameos or characters or something. I don't want things spoiled. Aaron Moten or Moten is the I think the character's name is Max, the Brotherhood of Steel guy. But yeah, I think the show is fantastic off the bat. I probably would have watched the whole thing if things didn't pop up over this weekend. I've watched through episode 4, so I've watched 2 episodes since. But how far did you end up getting, Todd? You watched the first 2?
We watched 3, and if Amanda wasn't working, I probably would have finished it by now. But because she's really in, it's weird to see Amanda into a show like this.
Yeah.
I mean, she likes stuff that I like, but she's digging it right off the bat.
It's a hard like when we came home from the premiere, I said to Jen, I was like, I am gonna watch this show. I kind of want you to watch it too.
I feel like she might like it.
So, and that's where I was at. At first, I said, I was like, you're not going to like this. And then after I should never have said that because every conversation after, I was like, can we watch the Fallout show? She's like, you said I was not going to like it. I'm like, no. Like, I think you'll like it. And it was just like, we're walking backwards the whole time.
Do you know how many times I've started like a TV show without Amanda? And then at like 3 episodes in, I'm like, fuck, Amanda's going to like this. And then like next thing I know, I'm watching all 3 episodes over again. God damn it. You know,
when I finally got a chance to watch episode 3, I looked at Jen and I was like, do you have any interest in watching the show? Not really. I was like, all right, that's fine. But I'm going to press play on episode 3. And episode 3 is going to start off with spoilers. Like, It's going to just spoil stuff that's already been happening. So either you're going to end up liking it and then the first 2 episodes are going to be kind of ruined for you, or I don't know. We can watch the first 2 episodes right now. And she's like, no, you can just watch episode 3. And I was like, how about this? Because I remembered how episode 1 starts. And I think episode 1 starts off super strong. Like, I think it's a great opening for a show. I was like, let's do this. Let's watch like the first 10 minutes. And I think that'll be a good gauge if you're going to like this show or not. And then I watched the first 2 episodes again.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So see what? Okay, cool.
I don't know if she's fully in, but she watched
the way
it
it
enough.
Starts episode 1 was
it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. And it has Agent Dale Cooper, one of my favorite, Kyle MacLachlan, who is the father to Ella Purnell.
Yeah.
He's Twin Peaks. Like, I fucking love Kyle MacLachlan, so I will support anything that dude's in.
He was also the original Paul Muad'Dib Atreides.
Oh, I was going to say, he was. Yes, he was.
He's also in Sex and the City, because that's what Jen said
he's in
when
everything.
he came on the screen.
He's been around forever. He's just been...
Moldaver.
He's also the mayor in Tim and Eric.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yes, I forgot about that.
He was also...
he's in so much random shit. It's insane.
He's also... why can't...
Agent from Twin Peaks.
No,
Dale
we already said that. That's Dale Cooper. He was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was just trying to remember the character's name.
Oh, yeah, he's Mr. Hyde.
He's Mr. Hyde, yeah. He's Daisy's father.
I will say, and I don't want to spoil anything for anything, but Walton Goggins'
Dude's
introduction
so
as
so
both
good.
characters is so good. Like,
it's so good.
I think if you've followed any of the marketing for this show, you know that
all first episode shit too.
Yeah, you know that Walton Goggins is a ghoul. So like,
when I saw the second part of his introduction, the second part of his introduction,
it's so good.
I was like,
it's so good.
I was like, okay.
When Matt because when we went to the premiere, I said to Mike, I was like, Mike, I'm pretty sure the 30-minute episodes will be in and out of here. They were not, obviously.
No.
So when that point hit and like we get to the end of the first episode, I was like fucking hooked in. I was like, I'm ready to go at this show. Like, yes, sign me in. Like, I'm good to fucking go. And then, I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything. It's really good. I think if you don't like Fallout, you will still like this.
I was going to say, I think this is the for anyone. I don't think you need to be a fan of the game. I think you will like the show from
Yeah.
the second you watch it.
Is it following a story from the games,
I don't
or is it like
think so.
in a
It's not.
location from the games?
I don't think so.
So it has a lot of throwbacks to the games, and there's someone posted a timeline. I don't know where I saw it, and it was like where this show takes
It's
place
after all
compared
the
to
games, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to say so.
Okay.
Like, because Fallout 4, it's weird. It's like it's in the. I want to say it's like at the back end of like where everything is, but like Fallout starts at like 2100 or something like that, or 2077, and then like this show's in like 2022. But like you're watching the beginning of the show and you're like, what year is this? Because it seems like it's like classic times, but it's not actually classic times kind of thing. And it's like this is all in like the first 5 minutes, so I'm not like spoiling anything, but yeah, I think it's got like its own kind of Lost kind of vibe to it too, and it also has our boy fucking Ben Linus.
Yeah,
he's good in it too.
Yeah.
So Fallout 76 is, I'm just going off of the Fallout fandom wiki page. Fallout 76 is 2102. Fallout, the first game, is 2161. Fallout 2 is 2241. Fallout 3 is 2020. 2277. I don't know why it's so hard to say these numbers out loud.
I had the same hard. I was having a hard time with this. To Amanda.
Fallout New Vegas is 2281, and Fallout 4 is 2287. And I'm pretty sure the show is after that. I don't know what the year is that like the bombs happen. It must be close to
I want to
Fallout
say
76.
it was like that it's right in between New Vegas and 76, I think. Which I heard 76 is pretty fucking good these days. So
Heard it's better. Yeah.
yeah. Remember when we played that? We played that for like an hour, and we were just like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, it's supposed to be really it's supposedly been really good for a few years now. Like it has a pretty strong
100%.
community from what I understand. But
And it's like a friendly community. It's not like a negative community. It's like people will help you.
Well, yeah, those people have been playing that game, trying to keep it alive.
They're like level
for a long
5. They're
time.
like, this is a level 5. We want to keep him around.
Yeah.
It's like whatever we can do.
The show's really good. I saw a kind of maybe potentially spoilerish headline that said that the show does something to make some things from the Fallout game universe.
False.
Oh, it's false? Okay, cool. I didn't click on it, obviously, because I didn't want to spoil it for
I
myself.
looked into it because like it's all about Fallout New Vegas.
Yes,
They were saying it like New Vegas. Yeah, it's false. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they've already clarified everything. It's just people jumping the gun like they do
Yeah.
with fucking everything.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we jumped back to Mike. There was something Mike was going to say at the beginning of the show, and we brought up Fallout, and then now we're here.
Broad strokes. I like the show. I want to watch it. In my head, I feel like essentially I was like, why do I like this show? It was a whole thing where I was like, why do I like this show? Why am I still watching Halo even though I think I actively dislike the show?
Oof. You watching it?
Yeah, I'm almost done with season 2. That's why I was like, oh, I should just finish this season, get that out of the way, and then I'll actually go back to Fallout.
See, it seems like Fallout's in the right hands and like Halo isn't. Like you get like Jonathan Nolan, you get like well-established people, and then you get like people doing the Halo show, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna do whatever we want. We want to show more face, like we want like
that stuff doesn't bother me. I mean, I
it bothers me so
the
much.
the Halo show for what it was. I didn't finish the first season. I do plan to watch it at some point. But it has fans. Like there are people that really like that show.
Yeah, people like it, and I've heard people say that season
I like the
It's
people who
better.
like it.
season 2
Halo.
like is better than Six the Landing, but I
Yeah.
still have problems with it. But I think my problems with it are largely narrative based. As a person who has not played, there are like 4 video game shows out there right now. In my head, there's Twisted Metal, which I enjoyed,
I
Last
enjoyed
of Us,
Twisted Metal.
which I did not watch, but everyone else seems to really like.
I didn't like Last of Us except for that one episode with what's it called?
Bill and
Bill
Yes,
Frank,
that was the only.
Bill
I
and
loved that. Like saved the show for me basically.
Halo and now Fallout, and I've not played any of those games except I played Halo Reach. That doesn't really count, but I played the one Halo game.
You played
And-
the
Twisted Metal has
campaign
no
of
right
Halo
to
Reach.
be as good.
I did We've had this conversation before.
Twisted Metal has no reason to be as good as it was. It's just
It
like
was
it's like
entertaining.
it doesn't take itself serious. Yeah, it's like very like entertaining. It has no reason to be.
My
I saw that and I was like, that show's garbage, and I don't like Anthony Mackie, so I'm like, fuck it. And then I was like, fuck, okay, I might like Anthony Mackie a little bit now. It's like from that show.
damn Todd's like, I'm down with the 313 now.
Yeah.
I only watched a couple episodes of the Halo show, and I liked it for what it was. The Halo show, like, I think the trickiest thing with all these things is like getting away from. I feel like at least the first couple episodes of the Halo show do some weird like video gamey things that I'm like, I don't know if this really needs to be in a TV show like that. This is not what anyone wants. I mean, maybe there are people that like it, but I see certain things and I'm like, this is kind of fucking cheesy. And at least so far in Fallout, they haven't done that, and I don't really remember anything like that in the Last of Us show either. So I think when they
I think the Last of Us show took itself too serious, and I think that's the fault I have with the Last of Us show. Maybe, in some way.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that. I think the Fallout show so far has a really good balance of like, here is like, there's obviously a lot of heavy stuff, but it's all kind of blended together
Goofy.
really well with goofiness. Yeah. Like, and it also I don't know if you feel the same way, and I don't know if you feel the same way either, Mike, from watching the first two episodes, but I feel like even the stuff that's seemingly referential to like the source material or maybe to like the games, it still never feels cheesy. Like, it kind of just feels like it works well.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a delicate balance to find, but I think people are getting better at being able to adapt games to things, and I think that excites me for more stuff going forward.
The problem with Halo, I think, is that like I just don't know who's helming it, but like at the same time, like they felt like they need to take the mask off of Master Chief all the fucking time, and like let's have Master Chief have sex. Let's like fucking like it's just like and like the Mandalorian already proved you don't need to fucking do that shit. You can still have a dude in a fucking helmet 90% of the time, and it still can be a good show.
That stuff doesn't bother me. I don't know why that's your hang up, that he takes his helmet off. Like,
because like this guy has come out, like if you've followed what the guy who plays him comes out and says, like you're just like you don't care about Halo. You just fucking want to be a star of something. It doesn't seem like and I get it, he's an actor, so like why the fuck should he care about Halo? But at the same time, it just seems like it's butchering. And I'm not a Halo. You know me, I'm not a fucking diehard Halo guy. But like at least kind of fucking make it a little bit like Halo. Don't make me feel like I'm watching like. It's like you said, they throw in some video game action scenes and then fucking like go back to like changing fucking so much of the story and like I don't know.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's a different timeline or something. Like it's not.
No, they're about to catch up. They're about to catch up in the show to, I believe, Combat Evolved. That's where it's about to be. Right
yeah.
now.
So there's an episode in the middle of the season, like episode 4 or 5, that is essentially it's the fall of Reach. So
yeah.
I'll get to it at some point. I'll blast it out. But back to the topic at hand, Fallout. I think the show is really well done so far. I hope it sticks the landing. I hope that I enjoy the whole thing. I'm very curious. Like, again, without spoiling anything, like the current main plot of the show, which I feel like into episode 2, Mike, you know what that like current main plot is. If that remains the A plot, we'll see. But I feel like I'm so curious how the show is going to wrap itself up, because it just seems like a plot that even if it wraps up, like what the fuck would the rest of this show continue to be? Like I'm very curious. I mean, there's plenty of things they can do, but.
You know what's funny is that like, because like I never played like the OG Fallout 1, 2. Like I started with 3, so like I didn't play Tactics, but it's kind of cool because there's so many stories they could actually tell if this show continues to do well. Because like there's so many vaults of like, like there's Vault 11, there's so many fucking vaults that like.
And I think, and this is me showing my hand as somebody who's like interacted with the games in a brief way. I don't think this is following. Well, it's clearly not. It's set further in the timeline, but I don't even think there are a lot of things that tie it to anything specifically in that universe. Aside from like, the
Like
Brotherhood of
animal
Steel,
attack,
the
or like the
Enclave,
animal.
like broad things, or like factions and stuff. But I think that's the strength of the show. Again, unless I'm like don't know that certain characters are actually tied to certain things or something, but them having that freedom to, hey, here's this world that exists with all this shit that's in it, but go tell your own story with that stuff. Like that's a huge strength to me of being like, go tell your own story, which is not a knock against something like The Last of Us that is, kind of just telling for the most part the story of the game as a television show, because I still enjoyed that show, but I think there's also, there's room for both. There's room for the more direct adaptation, story wise, character wise, and then there's room for let's play in these universes. And I think we're getting good stuff across the board right now, and it's nice to see. I still need to watch the second Sonic movie. Is the Knuckles show out, Mike? Have you watched that? Is that out yet?
I think it comes out at the end of the month.
Oh, my kids are ready for that one. Are you kidding me? They fucking love the first.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to watching more of the show. I think it's pretty well done so far. And like I said, the main cast is really good. Like Lucy, Ella's character is like extremely, like, she's a vault dweller interacting in the wasteland. So,
But they also make her like the final girl in horror movies, kind of like, so. Like I like that about her. Like she's like a badass, like
Yeah.
she holds, kind of thing, and I dig that. Like, yeah, it's I at episode 4, there's a lot of stuff happen because like I've only seen up to 3. Is there like a good chunk that happens in 4? Or is it kind of still?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Have you gotten to Chris Parnell in the show yet?
No,
I
or at
don't
least
know.
I haven't.
I don't know. But why don't I don't want to know who's in the show, because there have already been cameos and I'm like, huh? So I don't want more. Don't tell
Oh,
me.
I probably missed some of them and didn't really even realize.
I mean, there's is in the first or second?
No, it's second. It's second.
Okay.
No, it's third. It might be third,
No,
actually.
no. Or then I don't
If what
know.
you're thinking of.
We can talk about it after.
I know what you're thinking of, though.
But
I know what you're thinking of.
I'm super excited to check out more. I think it's like a very well done show, and it even, like, again, it's not gory, but it has a lot of like up close blood stuff and whatever. And I'm, there's some things that I'm like, all right, I'll like divert my eyes for a second, but it's really good. Some of the action is a little too much for me. Like, it's kind of just like, all right, like, let's fucking move on. But when it's Walton Goggins, yes, Todd. When it's I think it's episode 2.
Yes,
when it's Walton Goggins, I'm like, fucking yes. Keep spitting out tomato seeds and fucking blowing people up, please.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. No, I can't. I don't want to say anything else. It's good. I think even if, I think we can kind of all attest to this right now. You've never played a Fallout game, right, Mike?
No.
So like Mike has no Fallout background. He's enjoying the show. He feels compelled to watch more. I've been like kind of touch and go with Fallout, and I'm loving the show. Todd's probably played the most Fallout out of all of us. Actually, Dom, you finished a Fallout game? I feel like you might have.
4.
Okay. So
They're all on sale on Steam right now.
they're probably all on Game Pass, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they
I
on
think
Game Pass?
Amazon's
Oh,
also.
yeah.
I think Amazon's
Yeah,
also.
and they just did a
selling,
recent update for 4, so it's like next gen and everything.
I don't think the
and
update's
new
out yet,
weapons.
Todd.
It's not? It said it was
No,
out when I read it.
I don't think it's out. I mean, maybe it is. I'm pretty sure it's not.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I downloaded it the
4.
other day, and I'm like, I'm going to jump right back into this. And I was like, maybe I should start from the beginning. And I started my game.
There's no jumping back in.
There isn't. And I was level 33. So it's not like I had just played a little bit of this game. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I don't know what to do right now. And I just fucking deleted it. I'm like, you know what? Either I'm starting this game from the beginning. And I came in way too... I can't do that with those kind of games. Those kind of games are not meant to just dive back in.
Yeah. According to friend of the show, Moises at Kotaku, Fallout 4's next-gen update will be rolling out on PS5, Xbox Series X on April 25th.
Next week.
As part of the update, Fallout 4 will receive native applications on both consoles and come with the usual next-gen flourishes. This includes 60 FPS, which I guess the Xbox version already has anyway. Industry standard performance quality modes, which also allow players to select between high-resolution images or improve frame rates. The update will also have bug fixes, improvements, stability, blah, blah, blah. And then further down it says, seems like a similar thing will be coming to PC players, widescreen, ultra-wide support, as well as updates to quests and mod creation tools. And then the update's also adding a new quest to Fallout 4 centered around the Enclave, a pre-war faction from the series that's featured heavily in previous installments. So there you go. April 25th. As if I needed more things to pile onto my backlog, the show has done what Microsoft is probably hoping it does, which is compel people to either buy Fallout games or revisit Fallout games or go into Fallout 76 or whatever. So there is that. That brings us to the end of the episode, but we end every episode the way we always do, which is a little thing we like to call the game. I guess that's what we're calling it now. We keep track of the leaderboard all year. The leaderboard right now for the year is currently tied with Mike and Dom both in first at 16 and Todd in third with 8 points. We're going to play a game we call Answer Unlocked, which is, I'll read the descriptions for achievements/trophies. Whoever gets the game first gets the point. Game number 1. You need to give me the full title. Mattress Stuffer. Collect 1,000 blank. Hard work is happy work.
Fallout 3.
Incorrect. Hard work is happy
Fallout
work.
4.
Incorrect. Successfully complete 50 room rushes. Blank blank architect. Build 25 rooms. Blank blank engineer.
Fallout 76.
Incorrect. Build 50 rooms.
I can't remember what the name of it is.
A blank for my blank. Collect 10,000 blanks. Better settler. Develop a dweller from
Fallout Shelter.
It is indeed Fallout Shelter.
Is that on Xbox?
I think it's on everything at this point.
Oh, really? Oh, weird.
Yeah, I think it initially came out as a mobile game, but they put it on everything. Where is this next one?
I played that game a ton when it was on the phone.
Yeah, I feel like I played a lot of it when it first came out too. I don't know why this is not loading. Okay, you don't need to give me the full title for this. Airbender. Kill 50 humans with pneumatic weapons. Cowboy. Kill 100 enemies using revolvers. Demolitionist. Blow up the tunnel and airlock at Cursed Station. DJ Artyom. What's up?
Fallout 3.
It's not a Fallout game. On the level outpost, reach the radio tower and broadcast the commander's message. Enlightened. Find the truth. This might be Devil Horns. Fire in the hole. Kill 20 lurkers. Fire.
Everything you said sounds very familiar.
I feel like you've probably played it. I don't know if anyone else has played it. Kill 30 enemies with flame grenades. Generous. Help the poor, a coin for the kid, medicine for the sick. You help everyone you see. Gunman. Kill 100 enemies with shotguns. Heavy Reader. Kill a librarian. Hedgehopper. On the level front line, kill all of the enemy Red Army and Fascist soldiers. Hunter. Kill 200 mutants. Inquisitor. Kill 2 demons. Invisible Man.
It's crazy that this isn't Fallout because you're saying all the stuff that.
Complete frontline level without killing anyone. Kaboom. Explode 30 enemies. Manhattan Project. Spend 60 seconds in a radiation hotspot. Trigger happy. Kill 100 enemies with assault rifles. Toast.
Is it Red Faction?
Incorrect. Toast. Drink at every occasion.
All these achievements sound so fucking familiar.
Merciful. Complete the level Black Station without killing or knocking out enemies. Metro Trader. Make 30 deals in weapon shops.
Is it Metro? What's the name of the game?
Oh, is it Metro Exodus?
Yes, yeah.
Incorrect.
Is it?
I don't know
I
what
don't
the
see the
second
Metro
game.
games.
I don't
And
remember
I
the
actually
other
played
ones.
the
Don't
second
either.
game. Oh, was it Metro Last Night? Or Last Light?
Incorrect.
Damn.
I got nothing.
Is it Metro Revival?
Metro
Incorrect.
Exodus.
Incorrect.
God damn it.
Oh, is it Metro?
It's
Incorrect.
Metroid.
Incorrect. It is the first
Oh, it's
game
Metro Boomin.
in
Is it
that
Metro
series.
Redux?
Incorrect.
Fuck is the
I
other
mean,
one?
Metro Redux is a remaster of
Of the original?
the original.
Metro
About for
2033.
Genesis.
Wait, what did you say, Todd?
I said Metro 2033.
Yes, that is the correct name. Yeah.
Oh, I see the through line. I see it.
What's the through line?
Post-apocalypse worlds.
Maybe. Apparently, Metro Redux is a remaster. Includes 2033 and Last Light.
Man, people rave about those games, and I played the first, I played the second. I've never been able to finish them.
Okay, let's do this last one. Even though I mean, I guess you guys got there. I don't know if you're gonna get this one. If it's
You said
looking
almost
if it's looking rough, I might change it midway through.
Now we got this. And by we, I mean everyone besides me.
No, Mike, you got this. Actually, I'm gonna change it because I don't think anyone's gonna get it.
What was it? Tell me.
Stalker. I feel like nobody would have got it.
Oh, I wouldn't have got that. Yeah. I always wanted to play it, but it was PC only.
Not no mo.
Is it out on Xbox yet?
I think it's coming in the summer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm definitely going to buy that one.
I think it might be a Game Pass game.
I thought it was.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that it might be Xbox console exclusive. Maybe not. Game number 3. One small step. Join blank. Into the unknown.
Fuck.
Complete.
Oh, Frozen.
Incorrect.
Yeah, that's good.
Good guess.
Did you say something too, Todd?
No, I feel like I know what you're doing with this game, but I can't fucking remember the name of the game. Oh, is it Starfield?
It is Starfield. I can't remember the
Okay.
name of the game. What do you mean? What do you mean?
I knew, I was thinking Starfield, but I was like, fuck.
Well,
No,
I
this
skipped.
looks like Starker might already be out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is it really? Fuck.
Yeah, I think Stalker's sequel is what's coming out this year.
Yeah, that's the one that was prolonged because of the war.
I skipped the first one because I feel like the first achievement is just the tagline for the game, for all into the Starfield. So if I said for all into the, I feel like you would have just said it. Anyways, that'll do it for this week's episode 415. We'll see you next time.